Alright, what's up, Dude-Diligence? This is Dudediligence here, and let's talk about optionality, and let's talk about the oil future. Let's talk about basically the elephant in the room. Is oil gonna exceed $120? Like, what is going on? What's our plan? And for those of you who are still in the PBT trade, congratulations! It finally exceeds my my expectation, and we're still holding it because the logic essentially is, if we think that the Russian war is not going to end in the next, couple of months, then the U.S. oil demand is still going to be higher than whatever the supply is able to sustain in our current economy right now. Therefore, the internal price of essentially, if you look at the Texas oil price or the internal oil price in the United States, it's actually somewhere around 120. And because a lot of futures are traded, a lot of swaps are traded, so you will see that the U.S. government actually releases its reserve to sell oil at a very high price, and because they think that this sort of opportunity is not going to last for a long time. And Saudis are really happy to sell it at a higher price. And but the thing is, it's like when you're driving, right? You can't really just push the gas pedal like right there, right now, like really fast. You gotta sort of slowly and gradually increase your production planner, and then so you will sort of not relinquish, but resupply your supply to a higher level, so then you can test out the market demand. So in this case, what really happens here is, right now, if you go look at the option chain of all of USO, SCO, and all of the oil prices, right? I was talking about the oil fund, the NT oil fund, right, which is like shorting the oil fund. You will realize that if you look at all of these option prices, there's actually a deadlock of SCO, which is right now the NT oil fund, about $20 per share. That means that is the equivalent of saying, so essentially if you look at the option chain and you look further away from where we are, you will realize that the majority of the market believe that the $120 oil price is not going to sustain more than 6 months. This is why you'll hardly get any premium, even when today it drops under $20. And that was a fantastic idea to sell put at 19. That's what we did. Okay. And for those of you who have legacy options, because it just went through a 1-to-4 reverse split, I think 1-to-5 reverse split. So if you actually hold legacy options extending towards December or October, you will actually have a really, really good deal on those shorting oil ETFs. Okay. And if you go look at USO, which is the oil fund, you will realize that essentially there's a deadlock at 90. That means nobody think that oil price is going to go over $90 in terms of US oil prices. So let me tell you, what does it mean to be 90 at USO prices. So if the natural oil fund is around $90, that means the actual WTI oil price will be around $145. That is ridiculous, by the way. If we reach at that point, that's ridiculous. And historically speaking, there's no way that it's going to sustain. If it's sustained at that level, that literally means that the Fed have to have an emergency meeting and then literally increase the interest rate right on there. Because if oil is 150, that means the entire economy is going to trickle down. So right now, as our channel, our Discord, and everything else, our strategy is we're looking to short oil, meaning we think oil price is not gonna be more than $120 for the next 6 months. Therefore, what we can do is, depending on the availability of your dry powder and the availability of your fund, you can short or you can buy call on SCO accordingly. But this is it. And for those of you still holding PBT like we are, we truly believe that because the next round of dividend is going to be really high, it's really, really worth it for you guys to hold on to it. But again, all of your, our cost basis for PBT will be 11. At the highest, I think it's 13. I think the highest is 13. So even if you just take profit right now, you make about $4 per share, right? That's actually really, really good. And then plus the dividend that you're going to receive. All right, see you guys on the upside, and hopefully you guys love this video. And I'll be making those short videos, more over the next few days. Sorry, the past week is a little bit crazy. I built a lot of straddles, and I've been playing earnings calls. But you know, Salesforce caught me off guard. If you guys would like to know what happened there, let me know down in the comment section, and I will make another video about MMAT's MOU, which is essentially a letter of intent. And don't get fooled by that. A lot of you think that they actually landed a contract. No, they haven't. It's just a letter of intent, and it's not really looking that well. But it's sort of sort of a semi positive news, and we can do a mild price projection if that deal actually goes through. And I'm gonna do a review on their recent 10Q, and essentially there's some deceiving questions or numbers in there. If you guys would like my little spiels on what is going on within that company, comment down below. All right, see you guys on the upside.